Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Aroma Point Reiki office hours today for November of 2021. And I'd like to welcome you all here today, whether you're here in person or whether you are going to be listening to this recording later on in the portal, or maybe you'll find it on the YouTube channel for Waves of Change Wellness. Aroma Point Reiki is such a beautiful practice, and I am so happy to be able to offer it to you to enrich your practice, to help you expand your business and see bigger and better results for your clients, and also for you to become a teacher for Aroma Point Reiki. If you love this work, please share it with your colleagues and other Reiki practitioners so that we can grow this modality and bring more healing to the world. So today, I just want to start with a point that I love, and that will be our start for a little meditation to get ourselves in the space this morning. All right. I always love to use at least one oil and one point in the morning when I do my own practice. And so I want to bring that to you as well. So today I'm going to be working with blue yarrow, and I like to have that at a 15% dilution in jojoba oil. Blue yarrow, it is a blue oil, and I'm going to be using it on, I don't know the specific name of the acupoint, but it's the large mastoid bone right behind your earlobe on the skull. Okay. This helps to really resolve any fears of the unknown. And I think, all that we've been through this last couple of years is a space of the unknown. Really, everything is an unknown other than on the present moment that we're experiencing, right? And so sometimes fears and anxiety can arise from just the unknown, especially if it's been chaotic around you. So this is a good one for yourself and also for your clients. So I'm going to put a drop of blue yarrow on my fingertip. You can use whatever finger you feel comfortable with. Just going to use my pointer here today. Just allowing that oil to gently come out. Oops, a little more than I wanted there. All right, I'm just going to share it between fingers and probably get it all over my hand. So I've got oil on and drips on each. Boy, that was not graceful, was it? Okay. And I'm going to place it on that mastoid bone there right behind my earlobes. It has a nice herbaceous aroma. A little bit of sweetness to it. Feels very balanced. So I'm feeling that infinity loop of balance already. Allowing any anxieties or thoughts that aren't serving you well around fear or angst to melt away into this sweet herbaceous smell. Letting you land in a soft place. Letting you know that the present moment is the sweet spot. Breathing into that space. Just a light touch, ever so light. Making me salivate a little bit. It's making me well up a little bit. My body's allowing itself to let go of any fears or apprehensions about anything, known or unknown, and stay in my little sweet spot. All right. I encourage you, if you don't have blue yarrow, you can get some. You can get it diluted, I believe, from Monara, monara.org. As you know, that's Tiffany's essential oil company. Boy, I managed to get it all over here. All right. So yeah, that feels, there was an openness or a spaciousness that opened up for me with that. Almost like a clarity within my emotional body, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right, let's settle in for a little meditation and call in all of our ancestors, the wise ones, all of our Reiki masters. So find a comfortable space. Roll your shoulders back. Find your seat. You can sit cross-legged or make connection with the floor with your feet, whatever's comfortable for you. And close your eyes and again connect to the breath. And imagine your crown chakra opening up, allowing the light of Reiki energy to come through, to permeate you, to warm you, to calm you, to let you feel at home in your body. Breathe that in and feel it. And let us call in the energy of the spirit guides, our ancestors, our wise ones, allowing their energy to come in and work with us on our best behalf. Greet them as they come to you. And then allow the spirits of our Reiki masters, our guides, and universal life force energy to come and be with us. And let's also invite in the plant spirits. Let their energy come in and dance with us today, to teach us, to guide us, and to be with us. Good. And let us seal this sacred space so that only good energy can exist here today with us. Only positive energy, only sharing and learning for the betterment of all mankind, to raise the vibration of the earth and our planetary system, and for us to reverberate that energy back out into the cosmos with a constant positive flow. And we thank Father Sky and Mother Earth for all that it provides for us as we go forward today. And so it is, and so be it. Amen. I hope you are all well and good today. That blue yarrow, I'm still feeling that balance that it invited for me to let go of any fears of the unknown. Today, I want to dip into a little bit about trusting ourselves that the world is going to be moving forward and continuing to grow and expand and show us what we need to see to be our best versions of ourselves. And sometimes when we have something that really shakes us to the core, maybe it revolves around a relationship or a situation or even the pandemic. We're all coming out of that with some real trepidation in some areas. I just heard this morning that maybe Germany's shutting down again. And so we're seeing, this, is it okay? Is it okay? We're really tired of wearing masks. We want to get them off, but we're still have this uncertainty. And so I think we have to put an element of trust back internally to resolve our fears, to be able to trust again, trust that nature knows how to take care of us, trust that the universal life force energy is there to guide us. And when we can do that for ourselves as practitioners, we can certainly understand how to do that for our clients. So I want to go through a little trust protocol, and I want to start with, you could start with bergamot on Shenmen, but today I'm going to start with neroli on Shenmen, because I feel like in this situation, it's a bit more calming. So I'm just going to put a little drop of neroli on my, much better that time, and make that connection. Oh, I love neroli. If you have your neroli, grab your neroli. Yes, I trust that neroli is going to be the oil that can really connect with me today for this exercise. I'm going to put that in the little Shenmen point. It's going to balance both the metal element and the earth element when we think of in terms of Chinese medicine. And it marries that nicely with fire. Man, immediately a beautiful sense of calm. I felt that dropping down into my heart space. Oh, it was like it was taking an amplified energy of maybe anxiety or fear that had been amplified for a while in me, and just sort of sinking it down in and into the heart space. It felt like a V from my fingertips, making a V down into my heart. Whew. All right. Okay. Wow. Our second oil today is going to be Mei Chang, and we're going to put that on the triple warmer, which is going to be here. I'm going to get I'll show you on my little app here. Thank goodness for my apps, right? My AcuPro. I hope you've all got this AcuPro. Let's see. I'll look up Sanjiao. You got to spell it right. Let's see if we can do SJ. Here we go. Oh, that's Sanjiao 1. Oh, this is Sanjiao 4. There we go. Okay. So we're going to look at the back of the hand, if you can see this here. So we're here, the wrist area. All right, there's between those tendons. So we're on the outer side. So right in here, there should be like a little divot right in there. And I don't know if you can, maybe we can do this bilaterally. If not, you can do one and then the other. I think that's what I'll do, just because it feels more comfortable. So I'm going to use Mei Chang. And this is the triple heater. I'm going to place it here first. Just a light touch. This brings in our strong and brilliant protective This is our protector, that triple warmer. It's a protective nature. Yeah. And its function is to help you remember that you can protect and defend yourselves in a healthy way. Well, this triple warmer is going to remind us that we have the ability to protect ourselves, because being protected then allows us to feel we can trust. It's like, you know, having a safe space. I think Neroli dropped me down into my safe space, and triple warmer here with Mei Chang is going to help me feel that I can be protected in that cocoon of safety. I'm going to apply it to the other side. I can feel the lingering effects of that already on the first side. Again, I'm going to place that just gently. Be present with it. I feel myself into my heart space, and I feel that protective layer of Mei Chang sort of being there. Not as a fortress, but just as an impermeable bubble that I can see through. I can see the world outside, that I feel protected within its boundaries. Okay. Oh, that was so nice. So creating those healthy boundaries of safety in healthy ways. So think about that. Maybe that could be an intention that you take into your Reiki session, that how can I feel a healthy sense of safety without feeling like I'm closing myself off from the world, so that I can trust that everything's going to be fine. Trust that I'll have enough clients. Trust that I'll have enough money in my bank account. Trust that the right people that'll come to me for the right reasons, and that I'll find the right resources that I can resource from myself from within. Our next oil is going to be Jasmine. For the Mei Chang, I like to do that at a 50% dilution. Jasmine, I like to have as a 15% dilution. Okay, 15%. We're going to use this one on a pericardium. I'm going to do pericardium 8, PC 8. I'm going to look and find this in my PC 8. That's the Lao Gong in Chinese medicine. It's sort of the, that's the Reiki portal. We've talked about that in the course before. So as you're, mine actually, like, it looks like it's already marked there, right? This is one that I can do real easily bilaterally. I'll put the oil on my thumb and do that point bilaterally. Okay, so we've got Jasmine. Do that on my thumb at 15%. I'm just going to place and then twist around and place again. Oh. So we're working inward towards the heart again. That first oil helped me drop into my heart space. Then I got that protection around it. And then I'm dropping back into the pericardium, the heart space again. Oh, that jasmine is just so sweet and beautiful. This is that source point. This is our Reiki. It's getting very warm. You can feel that if you're doing this with me. It's getting very, very warm. This is that inner boundary. The pericardium is that inner boundary for trust. We did that outer boundary with the Mei Chang, sort of creating that cocoon around you. And now we're going to go in and create that trust boundary within. Trust that you have the right answers. You have the right knowing. You know what your next step is going to be in your business or your relationships, your goals, your dreams. You know what's next. It's within you. It's right there. So create this trust. This is going to softly nourish you and support you. The recovery of healthy pericardium function, not letting it squeeze you with fear, but let it open and be supple, but still be a boundary. And it helps you develop that relationship with trust. So feel into that for a moment. And then take in that breath of freshness with that. All right. And you see, these are all easy points to be able to do with clients as well, because we're working with the ears and we're working with the hands. So our next point is going to be a small intestine point, small intestine 4. Again, that's on the edge of the hand. I'm going to get the picture up here. Looking for it here. I want to be able to show you. I'll go to the body systems here. Okay, oops. I'll go get my favorite groups. Small intestine 4, here we go. There. Okay, and see it's on the outside, almost like right there where the bulbous part of the heel of your hand, right out to the edge. Okay, small intestine 4. Another one that's easy to do bilaterally. I'll put one oil on my index finger, the other one on my thumb if I'm doing this for myself. So we're going to use Palmarosa. I love Palmarosa. It's always good for intestinal stuff. But let's see. Yeah, I'll do that here. And oops, on my index finger. So I'm going to do this here and that there and hold that. It's also another source point for the stomach. We'll just sit with that for a moment. Small intestine 4 is going to strike this resonance with our capacity to have a healthful, a healthy discernment of what is acceptable to the heart and what is not. So we're going to put our head and our heart together and do some heart thinking with this. We're also going to tap into our gut feeling. So when you get out of your head, you get into your heart, into listening to your intuition, which is your gut feeling. Things start to shift. How do we make healthy discernment with our heart, what our heart is accepting and what it's not? The small intestine as a function in consciousness helps us accurately convey messages from the outer world to our inner world. As a health coach, I always tell people that your stomach, your digestion is how you're also digesting your life. Somebody comes and says, well, I've got constipation. Well, how are you digesting your life? Are you stuck somewhere? Are things not moving? So this consciousness of helping us to accurately convey messages from our outer world to the inner world, Palmarosa is so good at this. It's the garden tender of our inner world. And so it supports the small intestine in this function, literally and energetically, while it also is mending the schism between our thinking selves and our feeling selves. Okay. Yeah, integrating our thinking and our feeling. So when you do this point, ask what's coming up for you. What is coming up for you? It's a good time to journal those things. So if you need to pause the video and do so, you can. It's a good idea to ask your clients to be journaling through a protocol, or maybe even they can take some time after their session to journal a bit. Beautiful. Palmarosa. All right, and now we're going to use Helichrysum on CV17. Everybody knows where that is. It's that place in the middle of the sternum, our heart space. What this is going to do is, we were supporting the pericardium earlier, and so this is also going to help resolve any scar tissue around that pericardium. Emotional scarring from any traumas that we have experienced that have caused us to have less trust in ourselves or the world around us. It releases the heart to be able to breathe and release you from the constriction of heart wounds, those wounds that we have. And any fear from those past betrayals. Anytime we experience a betrayal, our trust in the world around us and in ourselves diminishes a little bit. So Helichrysum is so good at going and softening those scars and letting them dissolve and release. So feel a little bit more spaciousness and vitality in your heart space with this oil and point. See if you can feel a little bit more trust come in. Trust that everything's going to work out. Trust that you have the capability to move forward. We're going to end with Rose. Rose on heart 7. I'll find heart 7 here. Again, it's another point on the hand. So we're going to go back over to favorites. Okay. And heart 7. This is also referred to as another Shenmen point. And there it is. Oh, can you see that there? Is that it too close? Maybe. Okay. I can't see it very well. Okay, there we go. So it's right here. So if you follow the pinky down to the wrist, you're right there. Heart 7. Right there. All right, that's an easy one to do bilaterally if you're doing this for yourself. Rose at 10%. Oh, Palmarosa was at 50%. Rose is going to be at 10%. What a precious oil. My friends from Turkey sent pictures of their rose harvest. They harvest for tea. Their rose goes to tea production and Turkish delight probably. So I got these points here. I'm going to sit with this for a moment. Oh, this is just such a perfect resonance for the heart space. Oh. I think when we do this point last in this sequence, and I know we've got 6 points here. I know this is quite a bit today. When we do this last in the sequence, you've respectfully tended to these other points, clearing space, creating boundary and safe space, and then nurturing and tending to the heart and the small intestine. So that the discerning is there, the healthy boundaries, bringing you really into the present moment to experience that. And you're tending to all those protective layers. Just feeling this so much. So the heart's really able to receive this beautiful vibration of rose. Remember, rose vibrates at the highest vibration of any essential oil. It resonates with the one, the most precious. And I'm just feeling all of these layers of the oils that we've used today. This is engendering a deep recognition of self to self. It's like standing in front of a grand mirror and smiling at yourself and saying, I see you. I hear you. I'm with you. And you can reach out and extend your hands and hold hands with yourself. This is potent medicine. Beautiful. And take in this beauty of rose, the softness. I feel my whole body softened through this process. And oftentimes that's a reflection that we put up these barbed wire fences in order to protect ourselves, in order to survive sometimes. And using neroli, Mei-Chang, Jasmine, Palmarosa, Helichrysum, and rose, we're able to soften, to have healthy boundaries, to trust, to be in the present moment, to make good, healthy decisions about everything from what food we put into our bodies, what places we go, what information we take in on social media, or what information we put out on social media, how we engage with others, how we share our beautiful gifts with others. I hope you've enjoyed this time together today, and I hope you'll share this protocol with a friend, a loved one, definitely with yourself, and post the results. This video will be up in the course portal, and I hope you get a chance to watch it. I'll send you all a link for the YouTube, and encourage other people to come and join us in Aroma Point Reiki certification. I love you all. Many blessings, and have a beautiful day.